science-based lifting is pure horse manure. And in fact, if you can even define it, if you can personally define it, hit me up in the comments and tell me what science-based exercise training actually is. Like, if you were to look at it in a Webster's dictionary and read it, put it in the comments. Let me know. That's what today's video is going to be about. I'm going to debunk and talk about fundamentals in your training and the antithesis of what exercise science, science-based crap really is. Of course, in between some bench with the axle bar, and that leads me to other topics too. All right. I've talked about this previously before, but what are some of the fundamentals of training? There's a top three of them. And this is what makes any program solid. Number one, your intensity. The intensity of effort has to be high enough to stimulate the growth. Number two, you have to do that often enough, which would be the frequency. Number three would be the volume, the number, how much of that you're doing. And if all three of those are balanced, then you have a decent program. If all three of those are balanced and you're improving your progressive overload with it, that being number four, then you have a solid foundation of what a good program would be. Now, what about all four of those screams science-based? This is nothing new. We've known for centuries that you have to challenge the body with something it hasn't done, but not over-challenge it to where you die. This is the principle of the intensity factor. It's nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun, okay? You have to train intense enough to stimulate a growth. People keep driving around. Anyway. Oh my God, it's loud AF out here. Come on. Keep driving around in circles. I'm going to do a set. Oh. So next being frequency is how often you do the same move with the same intensity in your whole workout program. Again, nothing new under the sun here. You have to rest in order to grow. If you're not resting enough, you won't grow enough. It's in equal balance. Okay, nothing about that is science-based yet. Okay, what about volume? How many times are you doing something? That one's on a scale with your intensity. Okay, you can't, best way you can put this is, let's say you were to hop on a leg press and your goal was like, I don't know, 10,000 reps. Okay, how much weight do you think you would do? How long would it take to do that? On the other hand, let's say your goal was 5 reps. What weight would you use and how long would it take to do that? So essentially, 10,000 reps on a leg press would just be cardio. It would just be like getting on an elliptical and doing 10,000 steps. It's not real different. And we all know 5 reps on anything is not cardio. And that's not very scientific either. Okay, these are just fundamentals. They are what they are. No science has been involved here. Nothing has been so dissected that it's science based yet. All right. I'm going to do another set. So that being said, if volume was everything, then go ahead and do the 10,000 rep workout on a leg press. You will have the biggest thighs on the planet. However, we all know that ain't true. So all those three have to be in balance. I don't care who you are, who you talk to, what exercise you're into, what program, who you buy your shit from, who you buy courses from. Doesn't matter. If those three aren't in balance or taper off or do something with each other, the program is not going to work. It's not bad. You'll stall. It is what it is. You have to have all of that in balance. And if you don't, you could train very intensely for a short period of time. You're going to have to back down at some point. And the other way is true. If you're just doing volume and you're leaving like 5 reps in reserve all the time, it's not enough to stimulate growth. You're just going to spin your wheels. So I think the science-based community is stuck in this spinning their wheels crap because they're not doing the hard, heavy sets, the hard, heavy, traditional barbell movements, in my opinion. And results speak for themselves. Look at all the people that are in the horsecock community. I mean, it goes to show. I don't care if you're enhanced or natty. You gotta train hard. And what that means is less variety. It means sticking to hard, heavy movements. It means sticking to hard, heavy movements that you even make harder. Kind of like what I'm doing here with the bench press. I'm using an axle bar, which is thicker in diameter, and the sleeves don't move. So this weight is dead weight no matter what. There's no give to this bar. It's hard work no matter what. I think that was 4 sets. I'm doing 8. So that leads me to my other point. What about using an axle bar is science-based? Nothing other than it's more challenging. Okay? Quit dissecting stuff. Quit trying to break things apart. If you look at it as it is, it's just fine. It didn't need to go anywhere. Now, I understand there's some really cool machines that do a lot of cool stuff. I'm not anti-machine, but I'm anti-machine in a way that I don't care for arbitrariness. Like, if someone's injured, or they can't do something actually, then it has their place, and you can still train intensely on them. But having free weights in your program is it's the best thing you're going to do for yourself. Just straight up. No lie, no cap, all that crap. So just do it. Just do it. Set number 5. After this, I'm going to triples. I have 3 sets of 3 going. So yeah, it's not that I don't like the exercise scientists or the science-based crowd. They're in the gym, they're doing work. I just don't like the removal of hard work to get there. You know what I mean? As much as I love legs and leg press machines, nothing has built my leg size quite like deadlifts and squats. I can do all the leg press, leg extension, leg curl machines, anything in the world, but it just does not do the same effect as getting under a bar or holding it in Zercher or picking something up off the floor. It's not going to happen. It ain't going to happen that way. At least for me. There's a whole host of people where machines built their entire body, and that's great. But I like movements where I use my whole body. And that's where strength comes in. A lot of the science-based people aren't structurally strong. You know, they couldn't pick up 500 plus off the floor, do a 200-pound sandbag carry, lift 200 overhead. It's not happening. I just don't see it. I don't see it. And honestly, until you get to those numbers, science-based or exercise science stuff should be just like thrown out the window. Like you haven't even done the real work of basic, hard, heavy movements long enough to build up a physique that makes you look like you lift. Because if you don't even have a physique where it even looks like you lift, and you're doing all the science-based crap, bruh, no. Absolutely not. I think this is my first triple. I'm on set 5. Set 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5. Oh, I had to do 5 of 2. 5 of 2. Yeah, 5. My number's all weird. Oh, I misgrooved that one. Oh, that brings me to another good point. Like, I just misgrooved that one, and it made my lift all wonky. You don't really get that with machines. You don't learn how to lift in a straight line to maximize your own levers. And I just said levers, and you're probably thinking, "Oh man, that's bro science. That's science. This stuff." It's like, no, you'll learn. You can only do overhead press so many times until you learn that it requires a straight as hell bar path. And if you miss that groove, you're not getting the lift. And there's nothing a book or exercise scientist or science-based lifting is going to teach you that crap. You need time and time and time and hours and hours and hours under that bar to learn where the bar is in relation to you and how you're going to lift it. No amount of science can do that for you, period. It ain't going to happen. Anecdotal experience wins in fitness. It just does. It just does. You can't tell the guy who has a 600-pound deadlift to do other things because he has a 600-pound deadlift. And if you don't have one, he wins. It's like the guy with 20-inch arms. What are you going to tell him that he doesn't know already? You're not going to tell him nothing. Sorry. You may throw in some input. He might listen to you, but dude, this is a very superficial world we're in as far as fitness goes. So I'm not going to listen to a fat trainer. And if someone has more or smaller arms than me and they're giving me arm advice, I'll let them talk, but I'm not going to listen to it. That one is what it is. Okay, I think this is first set of 3. Ooh. All right. 2 more sets of 3, and then I'm on to my squats. Oh, wait. Am I doing upper and lower on the same day? Oh my God. That's so non-scientific. my blood's all in my chest, but then it's going to go to my legs. But I'm supposed to have most of my blood flow stay in my upper body. It's all crap. It's all crap, and you know it's all crap. I'm sorry, how can you go to the gym and not put in an effort? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, even when I started, when I was like 14, 15, I started with like the lightest dumbbells you can think of. I essentially did freaking Sandow's light dumbbell system, essentially. And after like a month or two, I had to get bigger weights because I was like, man, I'm doing like 50 on these chest presses with 10-pound dumbbells. I'm like, what do I do to increase? Oh, I need heavier weights. Duh. So yeah, that's the light stuff, the jumping around, the prancing around, the group stuff. It just doesn't hit home for me. It's not what I would call home as far as a program. Just saying. Oh yeah. See those pauses? Yeah, that's what it's all about. I love it. And guess what? I only do like one movement for each body part right now, if you think about it. That's another thing. You need to be more movement based versus body part based. Now, I love picking like a few things for arms, getting a pump and all that, but nothing's going to grow you more than bench press, squats, overhead press, deadlift, bent rows. That's going to be 80% of the work you're going to do for the rest of your life anyway. They're movement archetypes for a reason. Like, that's how your body just moves. So those are the moves you're going to resort back to every time. Every machine mimics one anyway. And if it's isolation, it's just from your appendix or appendages or whatever. You know, it's just moving one joint, which would be your elbow or your knee. If it's calf, just your ankle. But like, who cares about those? You can just get big, meaty, bulbous with this stuff. Was that 2 or 3? Was that my first 3? Or my second 3? I don't know. I'll have to review this. But this has been my take on exercise scientist crap. It just doesn't hit home for me. It's not my style. Okay? You know what it took for me to buy a chest expander? The greats used it in the past. I was like, sold. It looks cool. It's better than bands. I was like, boom, sold. I didn't need some scientific paper saying how good chest expanders are. There probably isn't one. And I probably have the most content on YouTube about chest expanders. I didn't do one study. I just picked all the greats' routines and tried them all. I even made my own routine. You know, you can make your own routines, guys. It's crazy. Whew. I'm going to review if that was my last set on bench.